Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I am Rawrquaza. Welcome back to another episode of Slay the Spire. We are gonna play as... Lady Quaza, should I play as the Ironclad or the Silent?
What did you do last time?
I don't remember.
Do the silent.
Silent, okay. You don't have to tell me quiet twice. I think the Silent is my favorite character. That's okay. I don't see anything wrong with that. Any excuse is a good excuse. Okay, we can obtain a curse, obtain a random rare relic. We can lose our starting relic to obtain a random boss relic. We can obtain 100 gold, or we can obtain a random rare card. Now, my preferential choice here is to get rid of my relic. Because the Ring of the Snake is okay, but it only lasts the first turn. Of each combat, you draw 2 additional cards. So I think if we just grab a random boss relic, Eternal Feather. Hey, now we heal 4 HP every time we enter a rest site. So that's something. That gives us a little bit of healing, more than we had. Now the question is, what do we do here? We could go the 2 elite path, which is a little bit sketchy, but we can, if we need to, peel off. Or we could go the more conservative route that has 1 elite. I think we'll do that. Yeah, it wouldn't... So 2 elites would get us relics, but I also just think that 2 elites can be very tough as the Silent. Yeah. You know what? Let's go this path for the 2 elites, and we'll see how we're feeling here. We can peel off to get this campfire if we need it, rather than going for the elite. We'll see how it goes. I would like the option. If we get like a really strong deck going, then I would love to fight 2 elites, you know? Okay, so we're gonna... So these dudes curl up. I like to strike them both first turn. We can't kill this guy. In fact, just doing this neutralize is not helpful at all, but that's okay. The first couple combats are pretty straightforward. At this point in my Slay the Spire career, you kind of have these combats memorized. Got it memorized. 4 damage. So let's do what we can. And the idea here is we're gonna try not to take damage as much as we can. Sometimes we might take damage in order to speed things up, but I have been playing a lot on like stream and stuff. So I think I'm slightly more proficient and have a little bit more kind of strategy now. Hopefully, I think the big thing from a strategy standpoint is picking cards. I don't think any of these cards are... I don't think these 2 are very good. Dodge and roll is interesting. I've never actually used it, but I don't think it's great. What I do like is outmaneuver, because 2 energy... If you get a bunch of outmaneuvers rolling, you... Basically, it's like having an extra free energy per turn. This guy I don't like. And we don't really have a good hand to deal with him, so we're just going to try and block with what we can, and do some damage in return. So yeah, here I think I want to outmaneuver actually, and we will take 2 damage for the privilege of outmaneuvering, but then that'll allow us next turn to block whatever he's throwing at us, which is not even gonna matter because he's throwing a 7 at us. That's okay. Might as well play outmaneuver again. This combat kind of sucks. I don't like this guy very much, but we can play everything. He does weaken us. Being able to... The outmaneuver giving us 5 energy is really strong. Play net neutrality on him. And then he should die next turn. Unless we get absolutely horrible luck. We almost got absolutely horrible luck. It wasn't a great hand, but all we needed was 1. Draw cards until you have 6 in hand. Deal 7 damage, apply 1 weak. Gain 4 block next turn, gain 4 block. Well, I mean, Sucker Punch is okay, but I don't think any of these really fulfill that big of a need. So I think if we just skip the card, I like that better. You duck into a small hut. Inside you find what appears to be a forge. The smithing tools are covered with dust, yet a fire roars inside the furnace. You feel on edge. We can either upgrade a card and have a chance to become cursed with injury, or obtain a relic and have a higher chance to become cursed with normality. Now, normality is not so bad when we are at the beginning of the game here, so I think we'll try and go for the relic. We got a great relic. Mummified Hands is whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0 for the turn, which is really strong once we start getting some powers in our deck. We don't have any yet, but that'll be great. And this is a terrible hand to have against this bird, because we want to do as much damage as we can on the first turn so that we can not have to deal with his scaling strength. But that's okay. You know. I think we're just going to deal damage and take the 4. I don't like taking damage, but, you know, what are you going to do? We'll neutralize him again. Net neutrality coming through in the clutch. So, yeah, I think you outmaneuver, you stab him, and then you defend. And we're taking, like, little tiny amounts of damage. It is going to rack up. And it does matter if we're going to fight 2 elites. I don't know if we're going to fight 2 elites. We'll see. We'll see what happens. 12. Oh, we have 5 energy, though. So that's pretty straightforward turn. And then hopefully we just draw an attack. Oh, and you know what? I actually think we got the 25% chance to not be affected by the curse. So that's even better. I was like, wait, we've seen neutrality like 3 times. Where is this curse? Cloak and Dagger. 6 block, add 1 shiv to your hand. It's extremely good. Backstab is also very good. 12 damage is pretty sweet. And innate means that, you know, it's in your hand at the start. I like Cloak and Dagger, though. Cloak and Dagger is really strong, and it synergizes well with my favorite deck archetype for the Silent, which is shivs. Alright, so here's the deal with these guys. The fat gremlin is the worst because he weakens, and that makes everyone else harder to kill. The shield gremlin is the worst because shield gremlin shields the other dudes, and that makes them harder to kill. The gremlin wizard needs to be killed because he does a very large, high damage attack after charging for 2 turns. The sneaky gremlin just does damage, so he's not a big deal, but he also has low HP, so we could kill him with 2 strikes. I think what we do here is we go stab, stab, and then, yeah, I mean, well, if we neutralize you and then stab you, it's a little bit waste of damage, but we also can block a little bit more. Oh, wait, no, I can't. That's fine. Yeah. I don't like it, but it's fine. We're going to take damage. Also, this guy's going to block him. This is a nasty combat for us. Oh, he's only going to block him. Okay. That is potentially better. So we can't kill him this turn. We can deal... do that and then outmaneuver? Do we energy potion? Energy potion would save me 9 HP, so I think that's worth it. I don't like using a potion on this combat, but we need to kill him next turn, and you better not protect this man. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So we're gonna Cloak and Dagger. That gives us 6 armor. And a shiv, which is necessary so that we don't get murdered. And then the rest of the turn plays itself out. All right, and this combat is now fairly straightforward. I don't know what the shield gremlin does if you're just by yourself. I actually have no clue. I want to know. What do? Do you shield yourself? Do you attack the next turn? Do you just only protect? No, you do attack. I'm gonna double defend so that I don't take any more damage. We could have outmaneuvered, but also I could just, you know, be patient. There's another outmaneuver. I'm gonna take it because chaining 2 outmaneuvers together is pretty sweet. Alright, now the question is, do we really feel confident about this elite? If it is... Let me look at my deck. I mean, the short answer is no. The shorter answer is I don't feel confident. But we're gonna do it anyway. Okay. Gremlin Knob is all about doing damage quickly. So we're gonna do all of the damage that we can on the first turn here, which is not that much. And we're gonna hope and pray. This is basically a slugfest, right? Because if we play a skill, he gains 2 strength. So we need to slug him harder than he slugs us. And we can't play skills. And the next card that he's gonna, or this attack is gonna make us vulnerable, so we'll take, you know, a percentage, 25% more damage from attacks from the next 2 turns. So this actually might just kill us. So we just need to focus on him. And I don't think we're fighting another elite, to be honest. I don't think we can afford it from a health perspective. So, yeah, I mean, we need at least 2 more turns to kill him, so I don't want to play a skill and buff his strength, so we need to take this attack. The thing is, this turn, we need to either kill him or block a very significant amount of damage. Oh, God. I'm not going to be able to kill him. 6, 12, 18, 21. I think we're dead next turn. I think we're dead next turn. Yeah. Dude. That sucks. We couldn't slug hard enough. I want to say that was that turn where we drew all defends. That's what caused us to lose that fight. We didn't have the offensive power to win there. That sucks. Alright, well that's it. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Sorry that round sucked so bad. You know what? We can play another one. We'll do one more. Didn't even see the boss, so we don't get a blessing. Oh, that feels bad. Well, let's go try it again. We're gonna defend here, because 8 defense is pretty good for 1 mana. Better than 5 damage. Yeah, for that Gremlin Knob, man, he, you have to deal damage to him. And usually, if you haven't built for more damage by that point, then it's gonna hurt. And we didn't have any extra damage in our deck. That's where that, oh, this is a nasty turn. So, I'll choose to take 4 damage here, rather than... There we go. Figured chances were pretty good. So, deal 7 damage, apply a weak. Underhanded strike. If this card is discarded from your hand, deal 7 damage to a random enemy. That can be useful. Set up, place a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. It costs 0 until it is played. You know, we don't have any high cost cards yet, but that can be good. Yeah, you know what? Let's try that. I've never actually taken this card. So it's like delay by 1 turn. So this guy still has curl up because we weren't able to attack him on that first turn, but that's okay. We'll kill him next turn. So here we set up a defend, and then we proc his buff, his curl up, and that's fine. That's very good. Now we get the free defend. Not that it matters. I'll take Cloak and Dagger. I don't think Cloak and Dagger is ever a bad choice, since it's equal to a block, except you also get a Shiv. Hello, friend. I am Cleric. Are you interested in my services? We can remove a card from our deck or heal, but we don't need that. Miss me with that Cleric shit. As you come to a dead end and begin to turn around, walls slam down from the ceiling, trapping you. 3 faces materialize from the walls and speak, "Forget what you know, and I'll let you go. I require a change to see a new space. If you want to pass me, then you must grow." We can either remove a card, transform a card, or upgrade a card. I'm going to transform a strike. I'm going to transform a defend into bullet time. You cannot draw any cards this turn. That's a great get, actually. Cannot draw any cards this turn. Reduce the cost of cards in your hand to 0 this turn. So that's a very strong one. Remove a card from my deck, lose 7 HP. We could do this. What would we remove? Probably a strike, to be honest. So this is what we're doing here, is we are lowering the amount of cards in our deck, which increases the chance, you know, it makes our cycling through our deck faster, which is good. Here we're not going to rest. We're almost at full health. Ish. We're going to upgrade. So our choices are Bullet Time, which reduces the cost of it by 1. Cloak and Dagger gives you 2 shivs, so that's very strong. Setup becomes free. The one that I like to do right off the bat is Neutralize, because it's free cost, and it applies 2 week. So and that's huge, because you get 2 turns a week, this turn and next turn. It just makes it super, super useful. And we are going to fight this elite. Okay, so just right off the bat, you play Bullet Time. Then you go set up. No, you don't. 6. Yeah. 15, we're fine. Okay, so you set up a defend. That'll be 0 cost next turn. And you just play everything then. Bullet Time is pretty strong. Especially as we begin to add higher cost cards into our deck. And even maybe some draw. So we're going to strike This guy, neutralize you. And then, you know, we'll keep that defend 0 cost because it's 0 until we play it. With setup. We'll do some damage. And the rest of this combat, we shouldn't take any damage. It might take a little bit, but we should be able to block everything that he does. Bullet time means play everything. No reason not to. And he's done, son. I like prepared. It helps with cycling. We don't really have an offensively strong deck, and we got this guy again. All right. So what do you think the chances are that bullet time is in the next 3 cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll neutralize you. Oh, we did get it. We'll draw 1 card and discard 1 card. Bullet time. And then we play everything. Although this stuff doesn't actually matter. I don't want to just put a defend in there because it goes on top of my deck. And I would rather draw attacks. I also need to remember that this time... Or I need to remember this time that Cloak and Dagger is indeed a skill. So we can't play any of those. And that sucks. We really need our attacks. Neutralize is great. We're not going to use bullet time because it doesn't matter. And even the neutralize doing 2 turns a week, man, this combat is so much better than the other one already. Because we're at least getting like 2 attacks a turn off. And he's staying weak much more often, so we should be able to win this time. Maybe. Can we kill him next turn? What are our next 4 cards? 10, 14. Dude, I don't know. The question is, do we block this turn? If we block this turn, what's our... Oh, God. If we block this turn, he'll gain 4 strength. And we will block 10 HP worth. We have to end our turn. I don't know if I can kill him in 2 turns. We're gonna have to block this turn. I have to play the survivor, otherwise I die. Alright, cool. Now, we need to draw 2 attacks. Otherwise, we die. Okay. Cool. Runic Dodecahedron is useless. If our HP is full, gain an energy at the start of each turn. Absolutely terrible. We'll take Dagger Throw. Or maybe Flechettes. That can do a lot of damage. Yeah, you know what? Let's try it. Dagger Throw is really good, though. We're not going to fight another elite. That's a funny joke. Oh, Kunai is so good. I actually don't know if we're going to live much longer. Kunai is when every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, you gain 1 dexterity. So that is a very good one. We do have this fire potion now. We have 6 damage coming in. So I think we bullet time. Maybe I prepared instead. Yeah, we don't need setup. Even though we're losing Fletchette's damage. Alright. That's okay. Fletchette's is going to do 4 damage. We have to be very careful. Oh, I have 0 skills in my hand. I should have played that first. That was a pretty big misplay. We did get a dexterity from Kunai. And we're holding on here. Barely. 15 damage. Well, we can block 15 damage and still deal a little bit of damage. These guys, when they die, they apply vulnerable to us. So, like, if possible, not killing them tactically, I guess, is a good choice here. So yeah, we'll set up. You're doing 6 damage to us. Yeah, set up defend, so that we can defend next turn. Maybe I should have set up survivor, but that's okay. We'll neutralize you and then survivor. Okay. I mean, bullet time doesn't really matter here, because we just kill this guy so that we're not taking damage this turn. Then we do 8 damage. Stab him. And then there's no reason to defend. And then we should be able to kill this guy next turn. There's a strike in our hand, right? Yeah. Alright, we're hanging on. 5 HP. No big deal. This card is discarded from your hand, draw 1 card. We're going to take prepared. The cycle is more valuable. Oh, okay, this guy could just kill us. Draw a card, discard a card. Okay, so here's the deal. If we don't either kill this guy or get another defend, then we are dead this turn. I got another defend. And then we'll bullet time. That was not great. We might end up using our fire potion here, because this is a rough fight. Okay, we have 3 skills in our hand. We are going to be able to block. We are going to block the full amount. We're going to get another dex, which should be inconsequential. And maybe if we're lucky, we can kill this guy this turn. Yeah. Nice. Another turn at 5 HP. Oh, okay, Blade Dance. Add 2 shivs to your hand. That's extremely strong, especially with Kunai. And we're definitely gonna hit this campfire. And we're definitely gonna rest. Because I don't trust 5 HP. It's not great. Upgrade 2 random cards, lose 14 HP. Yeah, let's do it. Blade Dance Plus, add 3 shivs to your hand. That's +1 dexterity as well. Toolbox at the start of each combat and add a random colorless card to your hand. That's a free relic. I love it. Okay, are we going to live on this boss fight? We're resting again, because if we live in this boss fight, then that's great. This deals damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile. Okay. We'll neutralize. We'll blade dance. We're gonna try and throw, try and get 3 attacks in every time. We're gonna gain block, get another dex, and we're also gonna try and split this guy optimally, right? When he hits half HP, he splits. He's charging up his powerful attack. This is a terrible hand for us. Alright. Well, that was a terrible hand. And that might force us to use the fire potion early. Because this is nasty. He also causes us to draw 1 less card. We have 2 skills in our hand. Okay, so 8, 14. So we have to get him down to 70 HP. Hold on, let's flechette him. Yeah? Yeah. I mean, so here's the deal. Here's the deal. If I split him this turn, I won't be doing a ton of damage. Right? Because we could just fire potion him. Yeah, I think how I'm gonna do this is a little bit tricky. So we're gonna discard... We're gonna discard setup. And you might be like, Quaza, you can just split him with the fire potion. But I think it's better... Because every HP that we deal worth of damage past his split amount, so past half HP, that's double damage. Or that's not even double damage, it's quad damage because he splits twice, right? So if we can just next turn do a bunch of damage to him, then that's doing quad damage. All his little babies are also taking damage. And we're gonna take, a bunch of damage here, but theoretically, hopefully we get a bunch of attack cards and we shouldn't even need health for the rest of the match. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. I mean... So this fire potion is doing, a lot. We're getting a lot of value out of the fire potion. Hopefully that's enough, because he's going to split into 2 48 HP slimes. Hopefully they aren't both attacking this turn. Okay, good. So now we're dead unless that happens. That's exceedingly convenient. The most convenient possible. Okay. So defend, survivor. So here's the deal. Acid Slime is who I like to target first because he inflicts weaken, which makes it harder to kill, right? That's we deal less damage. The Spike Slime inflicts, and he's going to this turn, he inflicts frail, which is we block less, but we also are gaining dexterity, so that's a little bit nullified. In general, I think it's better to kill the Acid Slime first anyway. Now, if they both attack in a turn, it's gonna suck a lot. But they aren't. This guy can frail me all he wants. I'm totally fine with being frail for the rest of my life, basically. I mean, bullet time is not necessary. Now, the question is, are we gonna do enough damage to split this guy? 12, 16 damage? How much health? 24. So we're not going to be able to split him this turn. I believe. Right? Yeah, we don't need bullet time. Setup is also pretty useless here. We're going to neutralize him. We're going to play Blade Dance Plus. This is going to give us damage and an extra dexterity, which is nice. We're going to play Defend, and we are going to take a little bit of damage. But we're going to be able to split him next turn. Hopefully this guy continues frailing us. Please don't attack. Oh, God. Okay, well, here's the deal. Am I dead unless I split this guy? 14. I can take 2 damage. I can take 2 damage. So we have to split this guy this turn. Okay. I'm just making sure I'm counting right. Because if I don't count right, then I'm dead. 14, and we split this guy, so he's not a problem. Mind Blast can deal 15 damage. So we do that. Yes. And then we defend, Survivor, discard Strike, and then we strike. And then he's gonna split into 5 damage slimes, and hopefully this guy doesn't attack again. If he does, we're gonna have problems. We need him to not attack as much as possible. He's not attacking. Thank you, friend. Okay, that's fine. Oh, this is actually terrible. Actually, are we dead? Hold on. 14. We're fine. Barely. Holy crap. Holy crap. This guy, please don't attack. Continue to frail me. Frail me next turn. Come on. Yes! Oh! If we win this fight, it is 100% because this guy was a nice... He was a nice slime, and he didn't attack very much. So far, he has only licked us. What a gentle soul. Please continue to not attack. That would be great. Okay, that's fine. It's about as much as I could ask for. So this is going to do 12 damage. He's going to be uninterrupted. That's fine. We have wounds, lots of wounds in our deck. But it's still theoretically, honestly, it's still very possible that we could die. We have a bunch of wounds in our deck. If these guys both attack, we're gonna be in some hurt. We'll set up Survivor for next turn. Right? Now we'll set up Defend Plus for next turn. Because we can block this. And then we discard Wound. Okay. That buys us another turn where we're not dead. Still putting wounds in our deck. That's okay. Don't both attack. Thank you. Dude, this leftmost guy. Okay, Mind Blast. So we have 8. That could deal 8 damage. And we strike him for 6. And then we end our turn, because we don't need to block. And now, it's still possible that we could not get a defend and die. Okay. It's still possible to die. It's always... So we neutralize, and then we fully block. And we end our turn and hope that we get a defend next turn. In fact... Oh, no, he's just dead next turn. We get the spikes. Or the shivs. That's it. That is it. Holy crap, dude. We are alive. Deal 13 damage to all enemies and exhaust. Wraith form, whenever you play a skill, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. That's a good card, but I don't like how much mana it costs to use it. And it's also a power, and we do have... Oh no, that was last run. Rip. Glass Knife deals 8 damage twice, and then it lowers its own damage. I think that's a great card. 16 damage is a lot. Okay, Lizard Tail. When you would die, heal to 50% of your max HP instead. This is Eternal Feather, so that's a little bit of healing. And Cursed Key, whenever you gain an energy, 1 max energy, whenever you open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse. I'm gonna do that, because +1 energy is extremely strong. And we're fighting against the Collector, which is maybe the easiest boss, if we can get to him. And I'm also gonna maybe go and fight this Elite. We'll see. We might get hurt before then. So we're getting a random colorless card in our hand with Toolbox. We got Panache. Every time you play 5 cards in a single turn, deal 10 damage to all enemies. That's pretty cool. We're gonna prepared some cards out of our hand. And then we're gonna Panache. And this is pretty cool. I should have played those after. I thought I had the hand still, the hand relic that made, when you played a power, it made another card cost 0, but that's okay. Blade Dance. 3 shivs, we get some decks. We got 4 mana, so we just, you know, play out everything. And he's almost dead this turn. That's pretty good. Actually, it does 5 damage? Yeah, we actually missed lethal there. Oh my god, he... Hold on. 7 block? He doesn't get weakened because he has Artifact. We have 2 skills, 8 damage. Can we... Damn it, dude. I missed lethal, but we're just gonna... We're gonna deal with it. Oh, and I could have played that after, and... Oh well. We take 3 damage because I misplayed. That sucks. But, whatever. He's dead. Not a huge deal. Footwork is a power that gives us 3 dexterity. That's extremely strong. I'll definitely take that. This is shaping up to be a pretty nice defensive deck. Oh, Apotheosis. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to play Prepared. And I'm going to discard Setup, because we're not going to play that this turn. We're going to play Bullet Time. And then we're going to upgrade all of the cards for the rest of combat. Extremely strong. Then we're going to play Footwork and gain 3 dexterity. And we're going to play Blade Dance and get 3 shivs. Then we're going to play Glass Knife. And we're going to play Cloak and Dagger Plus and gain 2 more shivs. Gain more dexterity. And then we're going to gain 1,000,000 block. Come at me, friend. Alright. We have 1 skill in our hands. Draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards. We will discard this card. Well, we have this card. Yeah. And with 1 block card now, we have 6 dexterity. With 1 block card, we'll completely nullify your attack. So, good luck getting through our defense. Plus Neutralize Plus. That's a pretty good one. 42 defense. Yeah, this is nasty. This is a nasty deck. What we need now is the Blur card. Deals 6 damage for each skill in your hand. You have 2 skills. We should be able to kill you this turn. Yeah. No problem. Stacking up some potions. Dagger Throw Plus is pretty good. Choke is pretty good. I think we take Choke, because we can play Choke with Bullet Time to great effect. front of you sits an altar to a forgotten god. Atop the altar sits an ornate female statue with arms outstretched. She calls out to you, demanding sacrifice. We'll sacrifice 14 HP to gain 5 max HP instead of being cursed. Max HP is not the best stat, but it is not the worst stat, for sure. So here we have 400 gold, 469 gold, in fact. This is pretty good for us, because we can buy a couple of good things here. We can buy 10% more likely to find treasure in question mark rooms. I think we take Vajra, because at the start of each combat, gain 1 strength is extremely good. And we're definitely going to take infinite blades to add a shiv to our hand at the start of each thing. And you know what? Treat yourself. I'll take tiny chest. Adrenaline is also very good. But tiny chest is, you know, that's a chance for more loot, you know? And we're gonna hit this elite and hope that that isn't a bad... Oh, no! I don't want to lose all my gold, so we're gonna fight these, man. This combat is the worst combat. We have 5 skills in our hand, so we're gonna do 25 damage. Dark Shackles, all the enemies lose... Oh, no, this is 1 enemy loses 9 strength for this turn. So why don't we do that to this guy? And then we're gonna do 25 damage to this guy really quick. Bear is gonna chokehold us, and I don't want him to do that. So we're gonna stop him from doing that. Now the question is, can I discard a defend? I mean, we might as well bullet time, right? It doesn't matter either way. So here's my thoughts. We can only do 11 damage this turn, unless we use a potion. So if we use a poison potion, he'll take 6 damage. I can do math. We could also use the fire potion, but the fire potion could be used later. So we're just gonna do that. And that's fine. That'll take out 1/3 of the problem. And honestly, what he was about to do was make us, like, vulnerable and weak and a bunch of stuff. Grab him, bear! A little late. That's okay. This combat is still nasty. It's definitely much worse if you can't kill bear first. We're gonna play prepared here. We're gonna discard setup. And we might take some damage this turn. Can I deal enough damage to kill Romeo this turn? Or, sorry, not Romeo, the other one. Pointy. I think we can. So that's, you know, that's something. We're still going to take 10 damage, but you know what? As far as combats go, this combat causing us to take 10 damage is pretty good. Yeah. So, here's the deal with this guy. Is... if you choke and defend twice, then you're good. And I'm fine with doing that. We got a bunch of damage on him. Infinite Blades is extremely strong, but it's like getting towards the end of combat, so we should just be able to kill him next turn. I mean, we should have choked first, but it doesn't matter. He is deceased. That actually went way better than I was expecting, and we get the red mask at the start of each combat. Apply 1 week to all enemies, which is pretty cool. Do we have a lot of discard? We have a bunch of prepareds, which are a discard. So this is the best out of the unplayable if this card is discarded things, because you gain an energy. Yeah, I'll do it. Let's try it. It kind of waters down the deck a little bit, but that's okay. Hey, and this is the easiest mini-boss that we could hope for. Reduce the cost of cards to 1 this turn. Now, Get rid of this. Get rid of this. So, when I said that, I was like, immediately, I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? We are going to kill the sneaky gremlin first. Because that's easy. We're not gonna play Enlightenment. I mean, you might as well. That doesn't exhaust. I just realized. And this guy, we're not even gonna worry about him. Oh, we are actually taking some damage this turn. That's my bad. Took 2 damage. So you're gonna summon more dudes this turn. We're gonna Prepared and discard Tactician to gain an additional energy. We're gonna play Setup on Bullet Time. And then, that's like a neat combo. And then we Blade Dance, and we're gonna do 5 damage each. So I think we like focus on you. And we'll worry about this dude later. So this lady's probably gonna buff him, which is not nice. Oh no, she's summoning more dudes. Okay, that's fine. We do have a lot of goblins here. And we are gonna take a lot of damage here. So she's gonna buff, and she's gonna give everyone strength, and she's gonna give these her goblin minions shields. So I think what you do here is not play free bullet time, because we can just play everything normally. So, I mean, we don't have much choice. I think you kill the Goblin Wizard. And then you stab this guy, and then you kill him with a potion. Dude, we could still Swift Potion. What do we have in here? What are the worst 3 cards we could get here? Survivor, Footwork, Flechettes. Survivor, Choke, Footwork. I'm gonna do it because I don't like leaving this guy alive. We're gonna Bullet Time. We have 0 skills in our hand, but that's okay. Choke this guy, gain Dex, and then play Flechettes. Oh, that doesn't kill him! Wow, that feels really bad. Well, alright. Feel bad about that one. But that's okay. So she's going to... Let's Prepared. What do we want here? We have 3 skills in our hand. Yeah, if we discard Strike, then we're... That's more value. Or we discard the Shiv. Yeah, let's discard... Well... I mean, it doesn't matter. Yeah, discard the Shiv. And then we Flechettes. Then we Bullet Time. Kill this guy. Kill you. As much as I can. Summoning more dudes. Alright. So we can do 14 damage and kill you. We can deal... that much damage there. And we're good. And we're just gaining dexterity here, so... yeah, get them, boys. I don't like this 12 times 3 damage attack. But we can fully block it, so it's fine. That means we can't choke this turn, but that's okay. 45 block, that's pretty decent. Alright, this is fine. So you're prepared. Get rid of Tactician to gain an energy, not that we're gonna need it. We just unload. Yeah, I don't know. Set up Enlightenment. I don't like how much strength this enemy has. I don't like... anything, really. This has been the least effective ever, but that's okay. We need some more draw or something. We need more cards. This deck is very strong right now, but we are kind of draw a card and discard a card. So we should be able to kill this guy, or we don't need 2 blocks, is my point. We have 12 dexterity. I block for 17 when I play 1 basic defend. This is too much. Five damage for each skill in your hand. Okay. Can we kill you this turn? 13, 23, 26, 29. No, we can't. We're gonna defend for 17 and still get hit like a truck by this boss. Because my dexterity may be scaling. But your strength is scaling at a similar rate. Okay. So I think you gotta kill the sneaky gremlin. And then you bullet time. And you choke this guy. And then you defend, and you take what you get. That sucks. That's a lot of damage to be taking at this late into this elite fight. We just don't have enough offense, is really what it is. Alright, so we set up Survivor, I guess. If we had just 1 more block card that turn, it would have been so much better too. But we should be able to kill this boss next turn, maybe. Maybe not. Card is discarded from your hand, gain an energy. That doesn't do anything for me. Everything's free. But I mean, we might as well, I guess. So... I mean, I guess we unload on the boss. I feel bad about that. Guarding the boss! This isn't over yet, dude. Oh, we might be dead this turn. Okay, hold on. We have to deal 24 damage this turn. Or block an obscenely large amount. And we have to choose right now whether we want to attack or defend. Get rid of Enlightenment, we don't need that. I think we're dead. We are. That's it. Yep. We're so close, man. We just got shitty hands the last like 2 or 3 hands in a row. If we had gotten one more attack card that turn. Other than neutralize. So one of these 3 cards. Oh, 2 damage twice? Okay, one of these 2 cards. My bad. Well, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe. And I will see you next time. That was a... I said this boss was the easiest. And it was. It is. I think it is. We just didn't have enough offensive capability in the deck. We were very strongly defensive, but we didn't have that strength gain or maybe some poison damage over time or, you know, something that would have kind of kicked it over. Accuracy, the power that gives your shivs, you know, 3 additional damage. That would have kicked it into overdrive, but we weren't there. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye.